This is the new home of the Chayah Development Project. I've called it Chayah for about the last 3 months.
Got it right.
Chayah Development Project, and I hope you like their new home. We're really grateful to my team at the Nottingham, so Debbie, Laura, Gemma, Rob, but also a number of our suppliers. So Bill's here. Bill's the one who made all these beautiful cakes this morning. He's rubbish at shop fitting, by the way. But his baking's brilliant. And a number of our suppliers, some of them are listed on one of the cards here, have donated their time, their resources and their materials to bring this to life. So we're really grateful to you. We've got representation from our local branches, so we've got Jeremy and Joe here. This is not a vanity project for the Nottingham. A little bit of background here. In December, one of the great jobs I had was to manage the closure of 17 of our branch offices, which was really rubbish. And unfortunately, this was one of them. Yeah. So not great. Out of those 17 branches, this is the only one that we own. So we were determined that out of the tough news that we were breaking, there was something positive to come. And we were introduced to Richard. Well, to be honest, anybody on Facebook, you can't really see it. So we were introduced to Richard and we started talking to a number of parties, and eventually we met Chayah. And I think from the word go, and met Chayah and some of the other groups, fantastic groups that they work with, and Brenda and the rest of the team, I think Laura and I, we were absolutely blown away that we really need to make this happen. So the past few months, there's been a huge transformation that's gone on here. It's been a huge team effort. I'm incredibly grateful to everybody. Thanks to all of you for coming. As I say, it's not a vanity project for the Nottingham. We really have at the heart of our brand values, if you like, working within our communities. So that's why we really wanted to get Jeremy and Joe here. They're really keen to get involved with anything they can do here. We've got other branches, so if you need somewhere to showcase your services in Long Eaton or Beeston, we've got plenty of room there to host you. So there's some great opportunities. All of our staff, Laura makes sure that they are paid for at least 2 days volunteering a year. So there's a captive audience there that can help you with anything that you need, and we're really keen to get involved. Where's Rob?
Hi there.
So Rob is our maintenance man at the Nottingham. He will make sure that the premises stay looking as brilliant as they do. So anything that you know, I know you sent the TV yesterday, but you forgot to send the lead. That's why that's not. But anything else that you need, then Rob's your man. We're here really to make this a partnership, and we genuinely do mean it's a partnership and want this to grow. So I know Chayah's really excited to show you all around the new facilities, but I think you want to say a few words, Chayah?
First I want to say I'm blown away, grateful, honoured, and I can't believe that we were chosen to have such a work that you put in. Nottingham Building Society, thank you so much. A little bit about Chayah. We became Chayah in 2012. Nicole, myself, Brenda and a few others got together and put Chayah together out of other projects. Not shortly after that, me being nosy, I went looking at large houses and found one, viewed it, and then a few days later told the guy who owns the house wanted to meet me. So I brought all the gang together. Thought I didn't do anything to his house. If he's come to get me, he's going to get my gang. And Mr. T turned up. And long story short, he gave us a 6-bed, 8-bed house. 6-bed? Yeah. Gave us a large house. And for 3.5 years, we utilised that as a women's shelter. Mr. T never came to us for nothing. And because of him, Chayah continued moving because we were going to stop. So, Mr. T, glad that you're here, and we're honoured to have you. And at the other building, we've got a tan room. that's named after you. And as part of Chayah working here, this is Lisa, who's starting Joe's World.
Yeah.
And Joe's World will be based here as well, because we met Lisa
2.5.
years ago. She lost her son tragically in Stapleford. And Richard, he's a gel between all of us. He's a gel.
Yeah.
He put us in touch, and we've been very close since then. We don't have a large team. There's Brenda, who's our operationals. There's our Nick, our Nicole, who's everything.
Yeah. I don't know what name we're going to give myself today.
There's our junior here who does our stocks and food banks and stuff, and my husband who does the cooking, and Blossom. We've got Lauren missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't got a very large team, but we're everywhere, and we do what we say on the can. Richard, I know we're gonna get you to say something, because without you, a lot of things that we've done as well, we couldn't have made it. Yeah, you have been my strength and mine. And Tim, Laura, Debbie, they're the names that we can get emails from. Don't know what to say. Thank you so much, and we won't let you down. We won't let you down. I'm telling you, you probably have to get us a bigger branch in 3 years. But thank you so much. The councillors that have come, thank you so much. And our little Danny, we've got Spacey as well. So thank you all so much. And Kim. Where is Kim? All this hard work
Fantastic.
has been this young lady who doesn't think she's doing very well, but thank you, Kim. Thank you for the brandings that we've got, because if it weren't for you, we'd probably have Brenda sketches. So, on behalf of the Chayah Project and Joe's World, thank you so much.
So, years ago, I can't remember when it was, Jan was community safety chair at Broxton, which was an important role to have, and I dragged her along to a hotel in Nottingham. Let me finish. The police commissioner was there.
That's no better.
She didn't take a lot to drag it, no. So me and Jan went to a hotel in Nottingham, and we met, Paddy Tipping was there, and Chayah was there, and I since found out afterwards it was Chayah that organised the group, it wasn't Paddy, but that's not a knock to him, I do like the bloke. So we went along to see what was going off, and the stories that they were telling us in there, that it was heartbreaking. I don't think one person left without crying. There was another lady there as well, and I'm so, excuse me, I forget her name now, she'd ended up being on EastEnders as well. Her lad died as well, didn't he? Remind me. Trish. So if you've not read her story or anything, please look it up and that, because it's really sad, and that's one of the reasons we're here as well. So we just met Chayah, and Chayah's one of the people that if she rings me, I say yes, and then ask her what she wants. Because the answer's always yes, because I know she probably wants something, and the answer's yes, and then we go and get it, don't we, and make it happen. So I love doing stuff over with the guys over in St Anne's, it's pretty cool. I've took my daughter over there a few times. They didn't want to get out of the car. It was my daughter there interviewed with friends. Remember? Yes. They didn't want to get out of the car because they didn't know anybody. Oh, you two coming in. It's alright. You're not late, we're all just really early. So, my daughter and a friend sat in the car and they didn't want to get out, and then until they saw one of the lads come up, and he got a dressing gown on and his slippers and that and a big bottle. Do you know what I mean, don't you? And as soon as they all realised that, everyone was like, oh wow, he's cool with Richard, everything just changed, and they all got out of the car and they loved being there. And they can't get rid of me, I'm always back over there, especially on a Wednesday morning, because I know that's when they're doing food. So we've done lots of work together, and there's lots of important stuff. We had a massive rise several years ago in antisocial behaviour in Stapleford with the youngsters. I won't say naughty kids, because I don't like saying that. And no one knew what to do with them, and people was just shooing them off and that. So you guys came over, didn't you? and we worked at the youth club, and over a 6 week, was it 6 weeks? It was a 6 weeks period, and social behaviour was like up here, and it went right down, which was really good. And we've kept in touch with some of those. I know one of them went back to work, some of them moved back in. One of the lads moved back in with his mum. I don't know if you know, since he's actually got a kid now, and he's all sorted out. One of them was a little sod at the time, he still is. I've still got hope in him, and one day he'll be doing something helping, I'm sure he will, but at the minute he's hard working, he's a little shit. And that's me explaining it nicely, but we'll get to him, I'm sure we will. You know, the police have like lost all hope in him and that, but I just know there's a good side to him. What else we done? So yeah, loads of stuff, and obviously with Lisa and that's really sad what happened. We've got to do these things together, so we don't want to see any more tragedies in Stapleford. We don't want to see any more things in Broxton. There was trouble in Beeston at Christmas just gone, and where have they gone? Councillor Barbara Carr at the back and Councillor Steve Carr over here came and supported us. We worked with Chayah. It was bloody cold when we was walking around Beeston, really cold. And thank you to Councillor Marshall, he bought some chips in it, but you missed that bit, Steve, you've got. So we worked with the youngsters down there, and I know he was a dick. I think when we spoke to the police over the Christmas period, there was a 33% drop in antisocial behaviour, and I'm going to say most of that is because of the work of Chayah, and that made 33% drop in antisocial behaviour in any area is absolutely massive. So having a base in Stapleford is brilliant, because Stapleford is the centre of the earth. Don't believe what anyone tells you. And this is actually the centre of Stapleford, this area. The Christmas tree used to be just across the road. So you're right in the centre of Stapleford, which is the centre of the earth, so you're in the best place ever. But more importantly, it means you can branch out all over Broxton, because there is problems in Stapleford still. There's lots of problems in Beeston. There's a hell of a lot of problems in Eastwood. One of the first council meetings I went to, Steve and Barbara would have been there, and Councillor Jan Goold would have been there as well. Back in 2015, I was lucky to get elected up to the council. Still don't know what I'm doing, still enjoy it. And I stood up in a meeting to speak about drugs, gangs, knives and all that lot. I was told to sit down, shut up, don't talk. Not by any of these guys, everyone's supportive. I was told to sit down, shut up and don't talk about it. And I didn't sit down, I didn't shut up, and I didn't talk about it. And the council's got things like knife crime policies and that. They do a lot of work trying to help the youngsters, supporting groups like yourselves. And that's all thanks to councillors like such as Councillor Jan Goold, Steve Carr, Barbara Carr, and many others. You know, there's a lot of councillors do a lot of stuff. I'm just the gobby one. But don't think that there's others that don't do stuff, because there is, and I love working with all of them. So yeah, massive thank you to Nottingham Building Society. They've done an absolutely amazing job here. And to say this building was offered to Stapleford Community Group, and we set up in 2011, so just before you guys, and we've never had a building to do anything from. I turned it down, and I gave it to these guys, so you know, you got to do what's right to do. So.
Just one final thing, that Chayah has no idea what's going on there, does she? So the Nottingham Building Society has a charitable foundation called the Samuel Fox Foundation. So Laura does an amazing job of administering that. We work with a number of charities, and you don't know anything about this, by the way, but the board of the Nottingham have agreed to make a £3,000 donation to get you on your way in your new home here in Stapleford. So Laura's got a suitcase full of used files.
Where's that?
Hopefully you accept that gift, and it helps you get these premises up and
Thank
running,
you so
and all
much.
the services that you guys do, absolutely amazing. And I think anybody who's been listening to the news this morning will understand why it's really important that charities like Chayah, like Joe's are really, really important. And you know, if you need any more evidence, just watch the news today. So good luck, everybody. Buffet's now open. Make sure you have one of those on your cakes.
Can I just say, obviously we do have a photographer here today, so if anyone would not like their photo shared in any way, please come and speak to me directly.
Depends what I look like.
Put this on social media, things like that. So if anyone's
I need all the
their
pictures that
photo
you
being
can
shared,
give
just let me know. Or let the photographer know. That's fine.
If you make me look good, you can keep it.